the widow of legendary funny man Ken Dodd has licensed all theatrical rights to his material, the ticklish gags, comedy routines, the demon scripts and songs that had audiences rolling in the aisles over his 6-decade career, for an undisclosed sum to a top West End producer to create a theatre show about his life. I can reveal that Michael Harrison, who presents the pantomimes at the London Palladium and hit musical The Drifter's Girl, among others, licensed the treasure trove of rib-ticklers from Lady Anne Dodd, who married the comedian 2 days before he died, aged 90, in 2018. The couple had been partners for 40 years, and worked together professionally. Anne, a former dancer and singer, often appeared in Ken's shows billed as Sybil Jones, and handled his bookings and marketing. Like all ace jokers, Dodd maintained voluminous notes on his thousands of one-liners. He believed that Terry's an art and a science to telling jokes, Harrison told me over lunch. For 60 years he kept a record of every joke, referencing how much laughter each received from punters in different cities, which enabled him to calculate whether or not to adjust his timing and delivery. "If we can get 7 laughs a minute, then we're motoring," Dodd told Jeremy Isaacs on the BBC's Face to Face in 1995. "Last night, Lady Dodd told me she's thrilled and delighted that Harrison's bringing Ken's story to the stage." She added, "It will be a Tattyfilarious celebration of laughter and happiness." Harrison saw Dodd perform dozens of times, his grandfather being a fan. "I saw him on TV, but it was seeing him live that made you realize he was a comic artist in a class of his own," he told me. Harrison explained that the deal includes everything written down, filmed and recorded. Even witticisms scribbled on scraps of paper. Dodd also owned the material he performed on TV, including the To an Audience With programs he made for ITV in 1994 and 2001. That first program is available on BritBox and I watched it the other night. It still holds up. In the audience, I spotted the late Jack Tinker, the Daily Mail celebrated theatre critic, beside himself with glee as he watched the man he hailed as one of the greatest comedians of his age. "The key is going to be, how do you cast a genius?" Harrison wondered. "Luckily, he has plenty of time to find such an actor." Development of the project is at the very early stage. Harrison said once he had contracted a playwright, they would meet with Lady Anne, spend time at Naughty Ash in Liverpool, where Dodd lived from birth, comb through the barrels full of laughs, and then write a show. "It'll be 2 or 3 years before we see what emerges." Dodd's signature song was Happiness. "The world needs more of that than ever," Harrison said, correctly. Musical theatre star Sally Ann Triplett is in talks to play Mrs. Wilkinson, the ballet teacher who helps a miner's son win a place at the Royal Ballet School, during the 1980s miners' strike, in a new production of Billy Elliot. The award-winning show by Elton John and Lee Hall will open at Leicester's Curve Theatre this summer. And Triplett, pictured, a consummate stage artist who has enjoyed a wide and varied career, is in negotiations to appear for a 6-week run from July 7. Final decisions on young lads to play the title role, 3 or 4 boys will share it, and all other parts will be made late next month. Director Nikolai Foster and choreographer Lucy Hine have been rehearsing dozens of children, who hope to win parts. "I still have a distinct memory of watching Triplett in Cameron Mackintosh's 1987 production of Follies at the Shaftesbury Theatre." Later, she She starred as Reno Sweeney in director Trevor Nunn's rollicking Anything Goes at the National Theatre and enjoyed 2 terms as the lead in Mamma Mia. Hayden Gwen was the original Mrs. Wilkinson at the Victoria Palace, and on Broadway. However, the Curves Billy has been given license to start from scratch with the script and songs and create the show afresh. Distinct from Stephen Daldry's 2005 London version,